Hey there, it's time for video number 4, where I am recapping our September Mom's Night Out online. And I have had so much fun taking the time to really go back and revisit all the great nuggets that were shared. And I hope that you, as you're watching these, are also enjoying taking all that information a bit at a time. You know, it's like not all of it at once, not a full 60, 90-minute conversation, but taking 5, 10, 15-minute nuggets and then stretching that out so that this entire month, our focus has been on how to keep your marriage a priority when life gets busy. So in this final video where I'm recapping all the things we talked about, I want to share a few more nuggets that were shared on the call. And I've got my notes down here in my lap. So if you see me look down, it's just because I don't want to miss any of the good stuff. So one of the things that we talked about was the mind-feeling connection. Like there's such a connection between what we're thinking and how we're feeling. And we did this exercise where I had everyone imagine that you're running late for an appointment and you're trying to get somewhere that you know probably takes 20 minutes and you have about 10 minutes to get there. You come out, you get on the road, and there's traffic. Every direction you look, there's traffic. Immediately, how do you feel? Right? You feel the tension, you feel the urgency, you feel the frustration. You already know, okay, I get it. I'm late, but this doesn't help any. The fact that everyone else is on the road too, this doesn't help matters at all, right? And you can feel how the more you think about, I need to be somewhere, I need to get there, I need to get there now, we need to move it, people. You can feel the tension build and grow, the frustration grow. There's a total connection. You could be in the midst of that traffic and you could look over at the car beside you and the people in the car are having a great conversation. They're laughing. They're having a great time. Maybe music's bumping and they're dancing. And then you really know that it's really you. It's not the traffic. Because if it was the traffic, everyone in every car you passed would be just irritated and frustrated. But here, these people they're having a good time. They're having a great conversation. In their minds, it's giving them more time to visit with one another. So there's a great connection for all of us between the way we think and how we feel. So if you want to change how you feel, change the way you think, especially when it comes to your marriage. What are you thinking about your husband? What are you thinking about your relationship? The more you continue to think that way, the more you will feel that way. So the question is, are you thinking the way you want to be feeling? Are you thinking good things of him? Are you thinking how great he is? Are you thinking what a hero or protector or provider he is for the family? Are you thinking about his good qualities? Or are you thinking about what an irritation he is? How much he annoys you? How he's not doing the things you want him to do? And the more you continue to think on those things, the more you'll feel distant, disconnected, lack of interest. Hello, somebody. I'm talking to myself if I'm not talking to you. We need to be very mindful of what we're thinking and capture our thoughts. We need to set our minds in order. It's oh so important. And if you need to find a way to clear your mind, we also talked about how at the end of the day, you go through the house, and for me, I like to go through turning all the lights off, checking the doors, making sure the house is set in order, making sure all the children are in the proper space, right? Everything's good. That's just a process I go through to prepare to go to bed so that I don't fall asleep and then I wake up and go, oh, did I turn the lights off? Did I make sure that was unplugged? Did I make sure the doors were locked? Did I go through that whole process, right? And it also helps me to put my mind at ease, to be able to be fully present with my husband in the evening, to be able to have a conversation with him, to be able to be with him and have that birthday party, okay? I hope y'all are having birthday parties out there. And so another tool that I use is I do a brain dump. I have a notebook here in my lap, and I might grab a notebook from beside my bed and just take everything that's on my mind and just write it down. Boom, 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 boom. Just write it down. And that just gets it off my mind. It's on paper, and then I can go review it the next day. So set your mind in order. There's a great connection between what you think and how you feel. And if you want to change the way you feel, change the way you think. Another thing we talked about is how important it is to put yourself on your list. You know that to-do list, that running list that you've created, right? Be sure and put yourself on it. Take care of yourself. One mom shared that she had this insight that really just cut all of us, like we all caught this message that she shared. She said how she would be getting ready sometimes to go out, and she'd be going through all this extra trouble and drama to make sure she looked good. And then she realized that she would go through all that effort to look good for people who may or may not notice and people she may or may not care about. But she didn't give that same effort to looking good just for her husband or just looking good for herself. And so she made a determination that it's important that she put herself on her list, taking care of herself. So I want to share that one with you. Another person said, here's a question we should ask our children. Ask them, what do they think the most important thing is to you? So, hey kids, what would you say if you had to answer this question? What's the most important thing to your mom? And then listen to their answer. You may hear something that's really amazing and insightful. They may confirm some things, and they may say some things that you didn't realize that they were noticing. Either way, it's feedback. Take the feedback for what it is. It's their perspective in this moment. It doesn't mean you're doing well. It doesn't mean you're doing horribly. It's simply feedback. Allow it to stay neutral. Because remember, how you think on it is going to create how you feel about it. So if you think, oh my gosh, I cannot believe they said that. I mean, of all the things, you're going to start to feel all kinds of ways about them. My gosh, something is like bothering my nose. Forgive me for that. Okay. And so they want us to ask, one of the moms suggested that we ask our kids, what do they think is the most important thing? So I issue that challenge to you, and I would love to hear what feedback you get. It may be interesting and very insightful. And then lastly, it's resources. I think I shared this before, but I'll put this on the video and then you all can still access it. So of course, there's Sheila Wray Gregoire's To Love, Honor, and Vacuum website, which is all about intimacy and marriage. She goes from the tamest of tame emails to the nitty gritty stuff that you didn't know Christian women talked about. She goes there too. Then there's the talk that I've done, another Mom's Night Out, that's archived on my site. When Pretty Becomes Practical. Go check that one out. So many people mentioned that one, so go back and check it out. And then there's Jennifer Flanders' book, Love Your Husband, Love Yourself. And lastly, no, there's two more. Hot, Holy, and Humorous. There's a blog to go check out. Another mom recommended that one. And Shaunti Feldhahn's site. Oh my goodness. She has some great resources on there. And a lot of her information is so research-based. And then she has started doing blog posts that are really great nuggets, like just short, great information. My hope is that this recap of our Mom's Night Out is a help to you. Be sure and check out the site. See the dates for the next one. Make sure that you stay attuned to this list, and I'll send out the number and the link for you to come and listen in and call in and be a part of the call. I adore each one of you women, and I appreciate that. And we have so much fun on those calls that I want you to be a part of that. That's all I have to share for now. And I hope that you just continue to be inspired to keep your marriage a priority, even when life gets busy. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.